Well, but first, Lark, when you started in March of last year, what brought you to DaneBuyLocal, and tell us what was the number of members we had then and how we're growing.
Sure. Well, when I started in March of 2008, we had about 265 members, and we are now at 415. So we've grown tremendously since I've been on board. And what brought me to DaneBuyLocal and what really attracted me to the group was just the sense of awareness that's really been growing in my life and also in people I know about thinking about where you're going to spend your dollars and thinking about, well, I could invest in my local economy, in my local community. And I felt like this was a really good fit for me for a job in terms of my life. So,
when we aren't loyal to the people who have built the economic climate in a particular area, and we go to a group that is perhaps based out of New Jersey or Baltimore or Chicago or Los Angeles, it's kind of like taking our tax dollars, our hard-earned money, our profits, and throwing them into a wood chipper. They go in one end, they fly out the other end.
I want to give you the prize for metaphors for the day. This is good. I always use the, wave your money goodbye in that a similar analogy. And Dave's talking about something that's really important to all of us, because one of the reasons that we have groups like DaneBuyLocal is that we want to provide support for our members.
Sure.
Now, it's not that anyone is opposed to chain stores or the big box stores and so on. We know that a local economy requires lots of different kinds of businesses. But we do know from research that investing or buying from local independently owned businesses makes a big difference in the vitality of the community. We want to show you some examples of some of the members of DaneBuyLocal. One of our members, Justin Bomberg of Story Me This Productions, produced these 3 short pieces that describe some of our members. Maybe if you could show them now.
He's going to it now.
I'm Jim Bradley, and I'm president of Home Savings Bank. Well, we're a local financial institution. We've been serving Dane County since 1895. We live here and we lend here, so the quality of the natural environment is really critical. 30 years ago, we built the first active solar bank office in the state of Wisconsin. Most recently, we built a green building on East Washington Avenue. I think that both joining and active participation in DaneBuyLocal for local business is really critical. Perhaps it's almost vital to their success as a business, because that dollar spent at the local business then gets shared with other local businesses, and you have a multiplier effect that often is referred to as 6-fold. So you could think about your dollar being stretched 6 times in the support of local businesses, and in many respects, your neighbors. You're helping your neighbors be successful.
I'm Josie Pradella, and I'm owner of a new green chocolatier business called TerraSource Gourmet Chocolates. Each piece is individually made, truly. It's raining chocolate. Yay! We specialize in local, organic, and fair trade ingredients, and we are trying to source as much as possible through local independent merchants, including local growers, local service providers, especially members of DaneBuyLocal. And what I have here is a delicious blackberry filling. This is a vegan filling, and it's made with blackberries from the farmer's market. But I've been to the place personally. I know what he does. I see the place, and I've picked berries there. And so for me, it's just such a really grounding connection. So I really am trying to build those relationships with other DaneBuyLocal members and keep the dollars circulating in our local economy. We have such a variety of types of businesses in the network. There's something for everybody.
My name is Pablo Sanchez, and I'm the branch manager of Park Bank's Capitol Square location. I don't look at success based on dollars. I think it's based on relationships that we've made. Since joining DaneBuyLocal, we have been successful in bringing new clients to the bank. For us to get in the door and to say, yes, I want to come in and bank with Park Bank because I believe in the same things that you guys do, that's huge. Everything that we make as a profit, I think we're always conscious of making sure how can we reinvest back into this bank, into the community. It's nice to know that we are supporting local businesses. And we can do that when we buy gas, when we're buying groceries, entertainment, food, or even anything that you do throughout your day. If you're conscious of it, you can make a difference.
I'm Yvette Jones, and I'm here at Designcraft Advertising. We do what we call advertising with a conscience. We deal exclusively with locally owned businesses and nonprofits. The brighter colors are a big improvement. I enjoy working for locally owned businesses because it's so easy to get their message across and feel good about it. You can be honest in advertising their products because they are very responsive to their communities and they're selling products that their communities need. I'm all about the genius of locally owned businesses. I just think that this is a resource that is underutilized. In fact, most of our clients are DaneBuyLocal members. We all have to be very cognizant of the fact that these are treasures that are only going to be here if we support them.
Local businesses have only their reputation here to rely on. We don't have that other marketplace to draw from if we don't do well here. And I think that being said, the members of DaneBuyLocal are genuinely good people. I mean, good people. It's like a big family with this organization. I've belonged to many other organizations, and they're wonderful for marketing, but I think when it comes down to those genuine friendships and people who really want to patronize one another because of just the whole local, buying from your neighbor, it's really a very powerful thing.